The statement reads, personal relationship between myself and Mr. Zuma. 1. It is true that Mr. Zuma and I have known each other from the early 1990s when I was still in private practice as a lawyer in Durban, and Mr. Zuma was one of the leaders of the African National Congress in KwaZulu-Natal. My interactions with Mr. Zuma from the early 1990s to the time of my appointment as a judge in 1997 were connected with my work as an attorney and my association with the ANC, of which I was a supporter. 2. After my appointment as a judge in 1997, my interactions with Mr. Zuma were of a personal nature and largely occurred when we met in government functions. Our personal relationship has been a cordial and pleasant one over the years, but did not, generally speaking, involve discussions of any serious matters. This had to be so because we would normally interact when we met at the opening of Parliament or other government or state functions. However, there were 2 or so occasions when Mr. Zuma was not in government when he asked for a meeting with me, and I agreed to meet him. I think that this would have been somewhere between 2005 and 2007. He was staying in an hotel in Durban, and I met him. There was one time when I also asked for a meeting with him about 13 or 14 years ago when he was still out of government, and I met him in his Forest Town house in Johannesburg. On that occasion, I wanted to raise with him a matter that I considered of public importance. 3, I do not think that I had any other one-on-one meetings with Mr. Zuma other than the ones referred to above. I leave out one that I deal with under the topic of professional relationship. The meetings referred to above all happened more than 13 years ago. 4, as far as I recall, I never had any one-on-one meeting with Mr. Zuma throughout the period of 9 years when he was president.
Well, meanwhile, Zuma